All right, if you're running a small or medium-sized business, you already know your IT team are the unsung heroes, right? But what happens when being a hero just isn't enough? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful model. And it's not about replacing your team, not at all. It's about giving them superpowers. We're talking about co-managed IT. So let's break down how this whole strategic partnership thing actually works. Okay, so here's the plan. First, we'll hit on the common pain points. You'll probably recognize a few. Then we'll define what this partnership model is all about. After that, we're going to look at the real-world results, the actual wins, and we'll wrap up with the exact steps you can take to make this happen for your business. All right, section 1, when your IT needs backup. So let's get right to it. What's the core problem we're trying to solve here? Well, it's a situation that I bet a lot of you out there will find, let's say, uncomfortably familiar. And really, it all boils down to this one question. It's not about how good your team is, it's about how much they can handle. I mean, think about it. Are they constantly just fighting fires with zero time left for the big strategic projects? Are they juggling an endless stream of support tickets while also trying to keep up with, these crazy, sophisticated cyber attacks? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone. You see, these challenges, they don't just happen one at a time. They kind of create a perfect storm. You've got limited resources, which means you just can't hire an expert for everything. And that, of course, leads directly to skill gaps, especially when it comes to brand new tech. And all this is happening while cyber threats are getting more and more complex. Any downtime from that? Well, it can have a huge, huge impact on your revenue and your reputation. Okay, section 2, a new kind of partnership. The thing is, the solution here isn't to get rid of your team, not at all. It's about empowering them. But to do that, it really does require a big shift in how you think about what a partnership really means. And the core idea? It's right there in the name, co-managed IT. The key words to focus on here are supportive partnership and collaborates. This isn't outsourcing. A co-managed provider works with your team. They're there to fill in the gaps, bring in that specialized expertise, and, handle the heavy lifting. This frees up your people to focus on the high-value projects that are specific to your business. So let's just compare these side by side, right? On one side, you've got the classic in-house IT struggle. The team's overwhelmed, they're trying to cover skill gaps they don't have, and you're looking at these huge fixed costs to hire even one specialist. But then look at the co-managed model. It completely flips the script. Each of those pain points becomes a strength. Your team is supported, they gain access to advanced skills, and your costs become flexible and scalable. It's just a massive strategic upgrade. All right, section 3, from pain to repeatable wins. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's talk about how this model actually delivers real, tangible results. We're talking about moving from those recurring IT headaches to actual, predictable wins for your business. So this partnership really delivers on 4 key fronts. First, you get a huge boost in efficiency because the right experts are handling the right tasks. Second, your security gets a serious upgrade because you're tapping into enterprise-grade tools and talent. Third, the cost savings are significant, especially when you compare it to hiring for those same skills yourself. And maybe the most important one, the whole model scales right alongside you as your business grows. Okay, section 4, the model in action. But the big question is, does this stuff actually work in the real world? Well, let's look at some numbers and see how this model performs when the rubber meets the road. We're going to focus on impact, efficiency, and of course, reliability. So check this out. In the healthcare sector, a mid-sized hospital managed to cut its operational downtime by a whopping 30%. Now, in a hospital, downtime isn't just some inconvenience, right? It can literally impact patient care. This single number just shows you the immediate, critical value of having that specialized backup. Or how about this one? 40%. In financial services, a regional bank used a co-managed partnership and cut its project timelines by 40%. What does that actually mean? It means they could get new digital services out to their customers way faster, giving them a serious leg up on the competition. It's all about being agile. Now, you might look at this and think, okay, a jump from 92 to 99% uptime. Is that a big deal? Well, for this manufacturing firm, it was a game changer. That 7% represents a massive drop in incidents that would have otherwise halted their entire production line. That's a direct hit, in a good way, to the bottom line. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, cost. So what are we looking at? Typically, you're going to see a range of about $100 to $250 per user per month. Now just think about that. Compare it to the, six-figure salary you'd have to pay for just one cybersecurity specialist. Suddenly you can see how this model makes that top-tier expertise not just accessible, but actually affordable. And this is a big one, especially if you're in a regulated industry. It's pretty much non-negotiable. See, any good co-managed provider builds their entire service around major compliance standards. We're talking things like GDPR, SOC 2, and ISO 27001. So it's not just about improving security, it's about helping you manage and, mitigate some really critical business risks. Okay, Section 5, your strategic next steps. So we've seen the problem, we've talked about the solution, and we've looked at the proof. The question now is, what do you do with all this? Well, this last section is all about turning information into action. Following these steps is really key to a smooth transition. Look, you gotta start by looking inward. Do an honest assessment of what you actually need. Then you can look outward to find a partner that really fits your goals. From there, it's all about clarity. You have to define everyone's roles so nothing falls through the cracks. Get your tools integrated for real collaboration, and finally, treat it like a living partnership that you're always reviewing and tweaking. So here's your actionable checklist, the things you can do right now. First, conduct that internal IT assessment. You need to know your own strengths and weaknesses. Second, don't just jump on the first offer. Engage with multiple providers, get some bids. And third, before you sign on the dotted line, establish clear KPIs, key performance indicators, so you know what success looks like. And document everything. I'm telling you, clarity is your absolute best friend in this process. And at the end of the day, that's really what this all boils down to. This isn't just about plugging holes or fixing IT problems as they pop up. No, this is about finding a true strategic partner that can help you hit your bigger business goals. It's a fundamental shift from reactive support to proactive strategy. So I guess the only question left to ask is your business ready to make that move?